It's been quite interesting to see over the roughly 2-decade lifespan of Google how they have morphed and evolved from a search engine to getting more involved with software, and then to a point where they started releasing actual devices under the Google name. The Pixel products have always been more intended for a niche segment of users, but when the whole Chromebook concept started taking off, Google's products arguably became the best and most refined products on the market. The Pixelbook is one of those products, and it has proven to be a prime example of just how great Chromebooks can be when they are done right. Measuring in at barely over 10mm in thickness, the Pixelbook is a very compact device which looks sleek, modern, and perhaps even at the same time a little somewhat futuristic. The 12.3-inch display sports a resolution of 2400 by 1600, which gives it a nice crisp pixel density of 235 ppi. No, it's not on par with something like a Retina display, but from normal viewing angles and distances, it's perfectly acceptable. Not to mention that within the realm of Chromebooks at least, the Pixelbook has one of the best displays. It's got a pretty wide range for the brightness settings, and for indoor use, I never felt the need to increase the brightness more than about 50 to 60% at most. Then there is the keyboard, which is quite possibly the best keyboard I've ever used on any laptop. It feels as though the Pixelbook just hits that perfect middle ground between making a device that is as compact as possible while still being fully practical for daily use. At no point did my hands feel cramped while typing, and the typing experience itself felt really good, as the keys provided some decent travel and tactile feedback. As for the available ports, unfortunately we are just getting 2 USB-C ports, but then again I suppose we are at least getting 2 rather than just 1. This obviously makes it easier to connect more peripherals via some USB-C hubs, but it also means that you can charge the Pixelbook from one side and then still use a hub on the other side. That is, if the hub you are using doesn't support an external power supply. Oh, but that's another thing. You can also charge the internal battery from either of the USB-C ports, and both sides also have independent little LED lights to show you when the device is charging and when it's fully charged. Over on the left side, we also get a proper headphone jack, which is a little surprising seeing as how rare they've become, and also given how thin the Pixelbook is. Further along, there's also a volume rocker, and then towards the very end is a power button. I didn't really find myself using either the volume rocker or the power button very much, as I almost exclusively used the Pixelbook as a laptop. So when I adjusted the volume, I would just use the appropriate function keys at the very top of the keyboard. And when you lift up the lid, the Pixelbook automatically powers on anyways, so I didn't have any need to use the power button. There are also some built-in speakers, and these are situated at the hinge area, so they are really out of the way and don't hinder that minimalist design of the Pixelbook. Unfortunately, they also sound pretty damn bad. I mean, they'll do in a pinch when you just want to watch some YouTube videos perhaps, but if you want to really enjoy the audio, then these speakers don't even come close to giving you that. There are a couple of more design elements which I think are seriously well designed and thought out, but that would just take way too long for this video. So if you want to see how I geek out on some of the design aspects, then I recommend that you check out the link in the description, which will take you to the full written review. So the question is the Pixelbook really worth buying? Well, the thing about the Pixelbook is that even to this day, and after having been around for 2 years, it still has a starting price of roughly $1,000 if buying it brand new. That was a tough pill to swallow 2 years ago, but it still hasn't gotten any better now, as it's still one of the most expensive Chromebooks out there. But this is where we kind of get into a bit of a catch-22 situation, because again, even after 2 years, and as of doing this review in mid-October 2019, there still aren't any other Chromebooks out there that can match the Pixelbook in terms of what it is as a total package. What I'm referring to here is the overall size of the device, the various designs incorporated into the look and functionality, the display quality, the keyboard typing experience, the fast processor and the amount of RAM, and the internal storage available. The Pixelbook just has it all, and there really aren't any compromises in this regard. And because of that, the Pixelbook is, even after 2 years, still considered as being one of the best, and to some extent, the best Chromebooks available. But the fact remains, the software versatility of a Chromebook is still massively hindered. If you just want to use it to browse the web, do some light photo editing, and write up some articles, then the Pixelbook is a fantastic device to use. However, if you need to use more powerful software such as Adobe's Creative Cloud apps or AutoCAD or any number of other professional programs, or if you want to play some of the most popular PC games out there, well, the Pixelbook just isn't going to cut it. The entire purpose of Chrome OS is to be fast and lightweight, but with that comes some major limitations. So, if you need to run more powerful programs, then this device just won't do for you. But still, even if your needs do perfectly match up with what the Pixelbook is intended for, it still requires you to shell out $1,000 to get this experience. Or does it? You see, because the Pixelbook, and indeed Chromebooks in general, are less mainstream than Windows and Mac OS devices, they don't really tend to hold their value very well. This kind of really sucks if you bought it new and want to sell it later on. But if you're looking at getting one of these on the used market, then you can pick them up for an absolute bargain. I specifically want to mention this because that's exactly what I did with this device. It's basically in brand spanking new condition. Heck, even the battery health is still at just over 96%. So how much of a bargain did I get this for? Well, just over $300. For what is essentially a brand new Pixelbook, $300 is an absolute steal considering just how premium this device looks and feels to use. So if you are someone whose needs don't exceed what the Pixelbook is capable of, or any Chromebook for that matter, then this device could be perfect for you. It's got a solid, premium build quality, great specs, and a really compact design. At $1,000 for a new device, it is rather pricey, which is why I would say that if you are going to buy one, do yourself a favor and check out the used market instead. So that's it for this quick little review on the Google Pixelbook, and really it is a quick review. There is a lot more that you can discuss, and I do recommend that you check out the link in the description to the full written review where I go over quite a number of details in the design and just how clever they are. Well, if you've liked this video, please hit that like button. If you've disliked it, hit that dislike button twice. That's all from me for now, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers.